Welcome to Pavithra Laptop Care. So today's topic is TPM. Many of people won't be knowing regarding this, so that's the reason I have chosen this topic. Okay, what is TPM? Some people will tell it's a touchpad modules. No, it's definitely not. It's a trusted platform module. Trusted. See, trust. Yes, trusted platform. Platform module nothing but device, right? So the trust, it has trust. Before explaining this TPM, so I want to ask you people one more thing is, what is PCH? What it stands for? PCH, P for platform, right? Platform I already explained in previous videos, so you can check if you want full details about this. So platform controller hub, controller hub, what it controls? So what are the platform, what are the platform devices? So you know very well, SSD, HDD, USB, LAN, WLAN, all are called platform devices. So which those are controlled by PCH. So it means it's a platform controller hub is a PCH. So then you come to know about TPM. So module is a device, so trust, it has to build a trust for the module, for the device. So now I'll come to the point. Many people have heard that BitLocker, right? What is this BitLocker? In a hard disk, the BitLocker, if it is enabled, you can't use it in other laptops. Why? It has a password, minimum 45 digit of password. If you have this password, then 100% you can use this particular hard disk. Otherwise, definitely it will be in dead condition, right? So if you don't have BitLocker password, definitely it will be dead condition. What's the interlink between TPM and this BitLocker? So it has interconnected. The BitLocker is a one kind of, the password has done by TPM devices. That's the reason I have given this example. See, the TPM, what it does? It gives a password to the hard disk. Actually, a TPM contains a chip, a small chip, but the password will be adding here and to the hard disk as a 50%. 50% password will be in hard disk and 50% password will be in a chip. This chip, what it does, it sends a mail to Microsoft account. If it is enabled, then the 45 digit password you have to type it in this particular where you are adding this hard disk, then only this particular hard disk we can access. What are the data? It will be secure until unless you break this password. So in previous days, see, this is the hard disk, we'll give a password like PLC. Okay, directly it will save in a BIOS. Okay, in case hacker, what he will do, a software, through a software, he will search the first letter A to Z, small a to Z and 1 to 9. He can easily access this 3-letter password and he will hack my hard disk and what are the data, and he can ask some amount. In those kind of so many problems happened in previous operating system. Now if you give a password PLC, the latest laptops having TPM chip, okay, directly the password will goes to TPM, and the TPM, what it will do, the password P, it will convert into 10 digit or more than 100 digit first letters, and second also it will convert to 10 to 100 minimum. I'm taking just an example I'm giving. So what are the encrypted, these all are called encrypted encrypted data will stored 50% stored in TPM chip and remaining HDD. Like this the TPM will protect our data. This is an example, but it has much more. Okay, for this in details I have made a PPT. So let us check that PPT. You come to know it's a little bit boring, but it's a fact. Trusted platform module, TPM. What is TPM? The TPM, the abbreviation of TPM is Trusted Platform Module, is nothing but a chip which is integrated in a computer for secure the data. TPM, Trusted Platform Module. Chips are used in all types of computers from personal laptops, business laptops, industrial laptops and so on. The TPM secures your data with an algorithm integrated into your computer hardware. It provides a higher level of security than software along and protects your data from hackers, malwares and thieves. This is especially important for industrial, medical and enterprises computers, which can store massive amounts of company data or sensitive patient information. TPM is widely accepted as the most secure method of protecting information stored on a computer. Types of TPM. There are 5 types of TPM. One is discrete, integrated, firmware, software and virtual. Trusted computing groups. What is that? Who created TPM? The Trusted Computer Groups created this TPM in 2003. The older version of the TPM is 1.2 and newer, the latest version is 2.0, which is very powerful because of this particular standard. Discrete TPM. Here we can discuss about this first topic, that discrete TPM. Discrete TPM is in the form of surface mounted integrated circuit and is mated to the computer's motherboard. The TPM is inactive until it is enabled in the BIOS. It will not affect the computer in any way. The chip will lay dormant until activated. Once activated, a user may notice a slower boot up process with the OS. See, if it is activated, then definitely the boot will be little bit slow. The blank system, blank devices you will get. Compared to previous, the latest laptop will be switching on very late. 1 or 2 times or 3 times it will restart and then you will get the display. How does TPM work? When you boot a computer, the TPM checks the status of the computers and the state of the computer's environment that I told you just now. It will restart multiple times. If the computer is in a trustworthy state, it will operate normally, else it will not boot, meaning there is no way to access or extra any data from the computer. See, first it will check the TPM devices, it will check the security checks. Once it is satisfied, then only it will allow to boot the hard disk or boot devices. Otherwise, it will stop there itself, like a giving error, it's a TPM devices not found. TPM works by creating encrypted codes. Half of the encrypt key is stored on the TPM chip and other half is stored on the computer hardware, I mean hard disk. So if the TPM chip is removed, the computer will not boot. Firmware such as Microsoft's BitLocker required TPM. Just in the beginning of this particular PPT, I already explained what is that BitLocker and what it requires. TPM missing or not showing in the BIOS. In that case, what you will do? See, check processor compatibility. First, you need to check the processor because the TPM is depends on processor. TPM chip supports if you have an Intel processor, make sure that it is the Atom X6200FE or later versions. On the other hand, if you have any AMD processor, ensure that you have 3015E or later versions. Second possibility is you can update the BIOS, latest BIOS or older BIOS. If you have trusted platform module, you should get the corresponding settings by the name of trusted computing or something like that in the BIOS. Or enable the PTT. This is very important. Please note down who all are having the capacity of do the BIOS editing things, then here is the solution, permanent solution. So enable the PTT section in BIOS editing software. Here is the clue, very important. Okay. The third one is problem with the TPM chip. Maybe the TPM chip may be the problem, because of that we are getting this error. What if TPM is not detected? You can check the TPM activation status in the device manager. You need to enable if it from the BIOS. For more information, stay tuned.